Alright, so today I'm going to be doing something probably, well, not probably, it is a little different than what we have been doing here in the past. I'm going to be doing a water test. I got this kit here, AquaBiomics microbial sampling kit. It's just a kit to see what kind of microbes and that type of thing are in my aquarium, see how I compare with other hobbyists that have done this testing. See where things go. I'm pretty interested in it. It comes with basically a return envelope. I'm going to actually bring the camera over here so I can show you a little bit better what's all in the kit in itself. Alright, so this test kit here should give me an idea of what kind of microbes I got growing in my tank, what's in there. Hopefully I haven't got the results back. Obviously I got to do the test first, send it in, wait. I'll try to wait and put it all together here in the video. Hopefully it gives me some details on if what I have in the tank is positive or negative, or if I don't know if it gives you ideas of what you can do to change things. It's all new to me. It's just a test that was out there that was offered to me to test here, and I thought, you know what, I might as well take a look at it and see how it works. But what's in the kit here, it's pretty straightforward. It has the looks like the main simplified instructions right on the cover. Read instructions thoroughly, sample water from your tank, sample biofilm, register your sample in a system, ship sample in. Pretty straightforward. As far as what all is involved in it here, they do have complete instructions. So the instructions are well, I don't know that I'm going to read through them here for you. I guess I could. Wash and dry your hands thoroughly. Open and put on a pair of gloves. Remove the syringe from the package. Remove the cap. Draw 60 milliliters of water from the upper surface of the aquarium into the syringe. Open the filter cap. Attach the filter to the end of the syringe. Filter the microbes from your system, gently pushing the plunger to slowly expel water from the syringe. Go slowly and about 4 drops per second. This should take approximately 5 minutes to complete, so that's something that's going to take some time. Open the plastic shipping tube, remove the small tube of fixative, turn the lid from the shipping tube upside down to serve as a cup to pour the fixative into. Remember the filter from the syringe. Draw fixative into the syringe and replace the filter on your syringe. You will get some air bubbles along with a fixative. This is normal. Preserve your sample by gently pushing in the plunger to slowly expel fixative from the syringe. Go slowly. Open the sterile sample bag. Remove the filter syringe. Place a sample bag. To seal the bag, hold the wires. Pretty straightforward there. Open the tube containing the sterile swab. Remove the swab from the transport tube using its handle. To sample your tank's community, vigorously swab the internal surface of opaque pipes, like a return pipe or something from your aquarium, I'm assuming. Something outside of the direct light. Open the second tube of fixative. Briefly dip the swab in the fixative. Remove the swab and allow it to air dry for 2 minutes, then return to the transport tube. Register your sample online. Place both in the return shipping paid bag, and that's pretty much straightforward. So it's not a lot to it here. It looks like we have a 60 milliliter syringe for the surface water sample. They have, I'm assuming, 2 different size gloves depending on the size hands, large and small, or medium. I'm assuming I'm going to need a large. Here would be the 2 tubes of fixative that they're talking about. And then here's the the swab. Camera's really not, there we go. Maybe this way would be better, huh? They got numbers on them. See these numbers here? That's to ID your sample when you send it in. That also comes right on here. They have it printed. Here's a return bag. Once again, the sample. And then here's the little filter. So we'll, now that we know what's in the box, because that's pretty much it, we'll start out here. Looks like first step I need to do is to get some gloves on, and then we'll draw a water sample. Alright, so looks like it's time to start. We'll get the gloves on. First step, put the gloves on. Probably don't need to. Alright, so I got the gloves on. So now I can open the syringe. Here's the syringe, 60 milliliters. We're going to go over and take a sample right from the surface of the aquarium. Alright, so I got this little feeding hole right here, and it's right at the surface, so I'm just going to take this and put it in. Let's see if we can get it to where you can. And like, as luck would have it, that does not actually fit in there. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the little hole idea did not work, so we're going to take this other method here. Try to get this so that Alright. There we got 60 mil right off the surface. Pretty straightforward. Now we're going to go put it through the filter. Alright, so the next step is to run this water through this at a very slow rate as to not force anything. Without, you don't even really have to touch it the way it's all designed here. Just push it on like so, and then I'm just going to run the waste into here. See how it's dripping like that? It says you don't want to go faster than that because you could force things through, not get a good reading, wreck the filter itself so that it doesn't hold some of the stuff back. So this process, it says, could take 5 minutes or longer. So I'm just going to continue this here. When I get towards the end, I'll start it back up. There's no reason to, I guess, keep you online watching this drip for 5 minutes. Alright, so it's still dripping here, but it's just about done. Just thought I'd show you here. It has, I'd say it's been even longer than 5 minutes. I maybe went a little slower than would have had to, but I didn't want to force anything. I wanted to make sure the test is accurate as it could be. Looks like we bottomed out here. So now I'm going to move this over here. Just pop that in there. Set that off to the side. Leave that closed for a second here while I get the fixative ready. That's going to be these here. Take this little cap here. Just need one of these bottles for this right now. I'm going to take and shows how you can put it right in here. Then it says to use this right here to suck up the fixative. It says that you will get some air. It's not a end of the world. Or it says it's okay to have a little air. So you see how it sucked it right out of there. Now if you look in here, you can see that just in there around the air. Now we're going to take this back, put that back on. This is my waist, so I'm just gonna, it shouldn't take long here. Just a few drops of that fixative. And then that's that. Then I will take this, put it back in here for right now. Alright, so now we're to the phase here where we got the return bag. It's got two nice little tabs here. You can pull, it'll rip it open. Because it's a sealed bag. Keep all the... This you would just take it out of the cup. Slide it down into the bag. It's a twist. Let's see if we can get a little air out of there. Alright, so then I just have to register this sample, and we'll add this to this bag. Now the next one is going to be the swab. The swab, we simply just turn this, pull it out. I'll show you where I'm going to do that over there on the tank, and then we'll do the fixative on that. Alright, so that we can kind of see what's going on here, I'm just going to once again take this out, set that down. You can see I got my return here. It says to take the sample out of direct light, so I'm going to actually do it inside, if I can fit it in there. Just rub that around. You can see I got it inside this. Take that out. Put it right back in here. Then we'll go do the fixative end of it. Alright, so we're back over here at the table. Here's the Q-tip. Here's the other fixative. The camera really doesn't want to focus on these. Guess you'll have to take my word for it. It says fixative. Anyways, you open this up. Simply take the Q-tip, put it in there. I believe what this does is actually kills the microbes, so they're no longer multiplying. I'm not 100% on that. I'm guessing, because it is kind of all right, so we got that. Now it says to let this set for about 2 minutes and then put it back in the tube. That's what the instructions are calling for. So I'm going to actually let that set right there. I'm not going to make you wait 2 minutes, but we'll go from there. Okay, just to show you the rest of it here, not much to it, just it's been 2 minutes. Set it right back in. Let's set it right on this package here. That should be the tests. Now I just need to register them and get them in the mail. All right, so the next phase would be to go to register the sample online. This is their website, AquaBiomics. If I'm saying that correct, I apologize if I'm not. It's just aquabiomics.com. Once you get here, obviously they have different things you can, different options, like they try for, you can actually do tests for fish disease, biodiversity, which is the one I'm doing, more articles on microbiomes for the aquarium, microbiomes for coral agriculture, aquaculture, excuse me. Several different options here that they have. Like I said, I believe the one that I'm doing would be the, that's live sand. Okay, so what we're looking at here is now we got to go up to the top left-hand corner and hit this little marker. You head down to where it says register sample. Once you get in here, it's going to have you enter your test, which my test is 1000249, I believe. So that's where you'd register your sample ID. Obviously your name, mine would be basically the name, my name, obviously. Then I named my tank, in this case, Fluval. I've already done this. I'm just going back in, kind of giving you a heads up. This is where you'd put your date. I can't remember the date that I chose. I'm just going to put one in there for you to see. So then if you head down, it's going to ask you the age of your tank. Now, one thing about this is it didn't give me the option to put in 7 months. It kind of goes in years from what I've seen, because when you hit the little question, how long has your tank been up and running, it doesn't give you months. So I just put in 1 year, so I kind of lied a little bit. Mine hasn't been set up for a year. I didn't have much of a choice. Livestock, are they healthy? Yes. Most livestock are healthy. Most livestock unhealthy. Tank crash? No, I haven't had any of them. Problems in the tank, fish disease, any of these that you're having problems with, coral bleaching, coral tissue. Really, at this point in my state, when I sent this in, I was having none, so I just hit none. The sample, the dose in the tank here, this is just what have you dosed, what have you been doing to the tank? Any medications that you use, you'd want to enter them in here. Now they want to know at the time of the test, I'm sure this is used somehow in their sampling, the salinity of your tank, the temperature of your tank, the alkalinity, the calcium, the magnesium, the nitrate, the phosphate. They want to know all these within 48 hours of the sampling. So it's best when you're doing a sampling just to do a complete test makeup. Make a note of that somewhere so you can put this in at the end of it. Describe your tank. I actually uploaded a photo of my tank and I put it in here. Pretty straightforward, no big deal. Then I had put in, aquarium setup. Do you have a protein skimmer, a refugium, algae reactor scrubber? Well, I checked that because of that reactor I have. I'm not sure if that's technically correct, but otherwise, most of this other stuff I don't have. I do have a sand bed in the tank. Now, livestock in the tank, anemones, corals, you know, soft corals. I have soft corals. I do have a couple hard corals. I do have crustaceans. I do have fish. I do have the Chaetoraptor, so I do have some microalgae, coralline algae, all these things. You'd get down to this point. Obviously, you'd have to hit accept, and then it's basically you submit your sample at that point. So just keep in mind, the reason I'm throwing this on here is because these things you're going to need, you know, so you might as well do them right away the day you're doing the test if you're going to do this. You're going to obviously put your name in, answer a few questions here. They'll use this information hopefully to determine, you know, they want to know where you're at as far as salinity, the temperature, the alkalinity. They want to compare that to other tanks, obviously, that would have this same setup or same microbiome. They usually like a picture of your tank so they can take a look at it closer to see, you know, what they're finding is to see if it matches what's in the picture, I'm assuming. And that's it. So I just wanted to throw that in the end. Keep in mind you will need this information. Just thought I'd add this as well. So then, you know, once that's done and that's submitted, it does take, from what I've seen here, there's I think it's just one person, maybe a couple that are doing this testing. It does take them a period of time. They'll wait till they get a group of them, and then they kind of do them, I think, all together. I'm not 100% sure on that, but from what I've read and what I've seen, it looks like they try to get them out usually monthly. So this test isn't something that you're going to see the results of overnight. Keep that in mind. But it will come. I do have the test results right now. I'm actually not going to include them in this video because the video to this point is getting long enough. But once you have your sample registered, obviously you have your account, you log out, your order. You can check on your order here to see, you know, where things are at. You know, here's kind of a, you know, well, here's kind of a sample, you know, give you an idea. So the testing here, one sample would be $99, $279 each, $369. The more you have, the better, or the cheaper, I guess it would be. You know, so it's, take a look at this website, check it out. You can actually do a subscription service on it. I'm not actually getting paid to do any of this. It's just something that I thought it would be neat to do for the channel here. But that's pretty much the extent of how that works here. Then it does go back to our services where it, you know, shows you the microbiome analysis option. How does my tank compare to others? Who is there? What do they do? What do they eat? You know, what does everything do? What can I do about it? So that's the extent of that. I think we'll leave it at that for now. All right, well, I hope that was informative as far as this test and this company. I did get the test results back. I do want to go over that in a separate video because there's some, well, really large words and different technical terms in it. And there's quite a bit to it. So I'm thinking if I went over it in another video, I could better describe what's actually going on. This was basically just a video that is going to help you set up the test itself. You know, introduce you to the company. You can go on to their website, check it out, see if you like it. Like I said earlier, this is not a video, or this is not something that I've been paid to do or anything. I heard about it, so I thought, you know what, it would be good for the channel. See if other people enjoy it or not. I guess I'm into this kind of scientific type stuff. I like to find out how things work and how, you know, what causes this and what causes that. And I think this would be the best way. It compares you to basically any other tank that they've tested. So it puts you on a scale. We'll go over that in the next video. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it does help out if you are interested in this kind of test. Or if you're just interested in finding out what's out there. Until next time, like, subscribe, comment. You know, if you made it to this point, you must have at least been interested in the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I try to do weekly videos. I haven't missed one yet. I'm not saying that I won't in the future, but at this point, it's my goal is to do at least one a week. Once again, I'll give you a double one of those this time. Check me out.